They wanted me to do the hula. You going to the hooky law with me? And all the ama come swimming to me. Oh, we're going to a hooky law. A hooky. Who says I have arthritis? Say to me, I won't be able to do the hula because I have arthritis. Oh, we're going to a hooky law. Come on, watch. See the ama come swimming to me. The nature of spatial references in the expression of your mind can be well acted out within the references we give each other. That's what dancing is. All attempts at communication with each other are forms of art. It's the idea of self-expression that's necessary for you to exist at all. The difficulty you have with this teaching is you believe that the self that you're expressing is all that there is. And while you find moments of correspondence in doing the hula, the grass skirt finally gets old and rotten and begins to expose other parts of you that you didn't particularly want the world to see. You end up getting a new skirt and then ending up with a little fish and poi that really doesn't solve your problem. Perhaps you sought that solution on that island with the palm trees swaying, or perhaps you looked for it in a cabin in the North Woods. The fact of the matter is the moment of serenity that you felt are what I am offering you in its availability of my certainty of your perfection. You are as God created you, and everything that you can possibly do within this framework of time can only demonstrate that certainty. This little interlude, which is a sequel to the idea that you're whole and perfect, is offered to you as affirmation that if you like to with me, you can take that moment right there and put it in your pocket and carry it with you. This is from our teacher. This is from Jesus, who says there's a pearl of light of the image of the entirety, not only of you, but of this whole galactic idea of yourself that's available to you, that you carry about with you, and that you brought with you when you came from the energy of the reality of the universe down into this confirmation of limitation for the sole purpose of spreading that light within the confirmation of the momentary disillusionment into pain and death. So the light that we're sharing here and now is a confirmation of the entirety of the galactic association. Look at me with this. The structure that is available to you, let's term it microcosm. The structure of the entirety that's available to you, we call this the mansion of your entirety, cannot not contained as represented objectively in any particulars the wholeness of what you are in your own mind. When you came from out of time in your decision to share with the mind of Jesus the entirety of the solution, you brought with you momentary reflections of correspondences of time that convert the nature of the dark form or the form of mass that previously represented you. Okay, there's a lot of absurdity in regard to how the little human condition defines itself in an association with the universe. And I'm very certain that if you're watching this video, nothing has frustrated you more than the idea that the universe out there was always unachievable to you within your ideas about yourself. And the idea that the New Testament actually contains evidences of the certainty of your capacity to undergo that experience, have been denied by you in the very nature of the attempt to communicate. The simple fact of the matter is you suffer from an inability to communicate. There's a great deal of interest. I better talk to you for a minute. There's a great deal of interest going on concerning A Course in Miracles, which is obviously a demonstration from a whole mind out of time of your capacity to undergo an experience. And everything that it says is a certainty of a quantum instant, or an idea that all of your references in space-time can be instantly converted, because they can be. And the certainty that they can be, or in your process, I can be born again, so that the new space and time of continuum will emerge in me, are what I'm offering you. The factoring of the conceptual mind in its ridiculous notation of its limitation are finally beyond any perspective of reasonableness. Have you ever looked at where you are in the relationship, even with your galactic identity, your inability to travel anywhere, the certainty that you're trapped in space-time, are the entire nature of the teachings of our Savior Jesus. For goodness sake, let's let him appear here for a moment. What is he going to tell you? He cannot not confirm in you the idea of an instant of communication that brings your objective idea of yourself in correspondence with an instant of the realization of the entirety of you. The practicing of the healing process assure you that it's impossible, even though you represent yourself in slow time, of actually being anywhere. The whole basis of the idea of quantum is the certainty that you can't be located. Now, loss of location has heretofore threatened you. You were invited to come to a healing procedure where you would make an admission just for a moment that you had brought all of your ideas about that body with you and were determined to have another experience that was simply going to lead you to nowhere. The reason that you're watching this now, it has begun to occur to you in increasing measure the futility of the conceptual human mind. This is the whole basis of the teaching. The appearance of our Savior Jesus always and only says to you, as does the appearance of anyone from whom you want a genuine solution, is that you're actually not here and now, that this idea of space-time was over a long time ago. Okay, that your Old Testament of verification of the humanness of you within the species cannot not contain a consciousness re-identity, a metamorphosis of the realization of the entirety of your new body form that you're now discovering. I looked, and I'm very recently here, and so are you, all right? What does Jesus say to you, that you're a visitor here? Say that to me. Say, I'm a visitor here. Yeah. Huh? What did you do? Just stop by for a moment in order to confirm that it was necessary that you stop by? Why would you want to confirm anywhere in space-time that you're actually going to occupy a sequential association of time, having forgotten for a moment the real purpose for being here? Yes, Adam did fall asleep, and there's nowhere that it says he woke up. So you recognize what? That you're in a dream of death from which you intend to awaken.